Hello, this is Helen from Little Strummers. This film is hopefully going to help you to do your last minute preparation for your preliminary exam. This particular film is going to cover the scales and the chords, and then we'll do another one which will cover the pieces and the rhythm study. So here we go with the scales. There are two. There's a C major scale, which is one octave going from a low C to a high C, and there is the second one, the G major scale, going from one octave from the low G to the high G. Right, so starting with the C major, you take your third finger and you start it on the fifth string on the third fret, so that's a number 3, like that. Moving up to the next string, which is the donkey string, D string, it's D, E, F, which is open or O, E or 2, F or 3. So that is O, 2, 3. So far it's 3, O, 2, 3, C, D, E, F. Next string, the G string, or the elephants and donkeys grow. Open string for that. Then it goes O, 2 or G, A. So we have, from the beginning, 3, O, 2, 3, O, 2, C, D, E, F, G, A. And the last string, the B string, elephants and donkeys grow big, the B, B to C. O, 1, so the whole scale, 3, O, 2, 3, O, 2, O, 1, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, which is the scale going up, the ascending C major scale. Of course, in the exam you have to go down as well, so I'm just going to play that for you. And it's reading in your book, just read it backwards and do it backwards. So, from the beginning, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, B, A, G, F, E, D, C. Or 3, O, 2, 3, O, 2, O, 1, O, 2, O, 3, 2, O, 3. And once without me saying anything. That's the C major scale. Now we'll do the G major, which I think is easier. It starts on the G string and goes to the top G, which is the green dot that was the simple G that we learned ages ago, so the very top of the G chord. Starts on, excuse me, starts on the G, so G, A, or O, 2. Moving on to the next string, goes on to the B, elephants and donkeys grow big, B, C, D, O, 1, 3. So you end up so far with O, 2, O, 1, 3, G, A, B, C, D. Top string, the ears string, elephants and donkeys grow big ears. Open, second, third. O, 2, 3, E, F sharp, G. Whole thing from the beginning, from the bottom of the G scale. G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G. Or O, 2, O, 1, 3, O, 2, 3. Same thing as with C, you go up and you go down in the scale. So from the beginning, G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G, F sharp, E, D, C, B, A, G, which is also O, 2, O, 1, 3, O, 2, 3, 2, O, 3, 1, O, 2, O. Or without me saying anything. we have the C major scale and the G major scale. Now, the chords that you need, there are 6 of them, and they are a G major, and a C major, and a D major, and an A minor, a D minor, and an E minor. First of all, just look at my fingers, and this is the G major. Can you see? I've got my finger on the little G that we used to have, and then on the other finger stretch right across, second finger on the G at the bottom, and then your number 1 finger on the 2nd fret of the 5th string, which is actually a B. So that's a G. Just make sure you can hear those notes. C major covers that scale, remember? So you're going to go from your yellow dot at the bottom to your yellow dot, through the other yellow dot in the middle. Sounds like this. Don't forget how important it is to make sure your fingers are standing upright, because otherwise you'll get this kind of thing. And that's simply because your fingers are going to squash. They need to be like soldiers standing on parade. A D chord. You're going to strum for a D chord only 4 strings, remember, because the bass note, the bass string of a chord is going to be the same name as the chord. So this is a D chord, so the lowest note's a D, which is the elephants and donkeys string. Nice clear notes again, making sure your fingers aren't squashed like that for buzzing. Nice and clear. Your fingers are in a line on the 2nd fret, on the A and the F sharp with fingers 1 and 2, and your finger number 3, your ring finger, goes on the D, which is on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. And A minor is purple from your stickers. Hopefully you'll remember an A minor because we like that one. So you're going to strum 5 strings because the lowest note's going to be an A because it's in the A family, it's an A minor. You've got your finger on a C, and then the 2 together, 2nd and 3rd fingers, go on the 2nd fret, 3rd and 4th string. So it sounds like this. Okay? Nice and clear, nice and ringing, nice and standing up fingers. E minor is easier, not the simple one. You're going to go for the more difficult one. Fingers on those white stickers on the 4th and 5th strings together, and you strum all the strings, every single string, 6 of them. Because it's in the E family, and the lowest string is the elephant string, which is E. Right, the most difficult chord, I think, is the D minor. It starts off with your pointing finger on the 1st fret of the 1st string. So actually that's the easiest position it could be in. Then your middle finger, your finger number 2, goes on to the A note, which is on the 3rd string on the 2nd fret. And then I use my pinky finger for this one, which goes on the D, because I can't stretch very well. But you could either use your 3rd finger, like this. See, I can't do it too well. Or you can use your pinky finger. Okay? Again, making sure your fingers are standing up nice and straight and only strumming those 4 strings. Alright, so in summary, a G, a C, a D, an A minor, a D minor, and an E minor. That's it. I hope that's useful. Watch it a few times and try and play along with it. Thank you. Goodbye.